And so I titled this little scope, Owning Your Journey. And basically, it's about putting on your big girl panties and putting on your crown. And the reason I say crown is because we have to be a queen of our own journey. So I'm Chanel. I'm a health and wellness coach. My mission is to share Jesus, to share my love for health and fitness, and to share some encouragement and motivation for busy working moms. So I've got, my love is fitness, and it's really, really important to me. But there are other things that have to take precedence over that. And so one of those things is Jesus, and the other thing is helping others, like share my passions with other people. So I am also known as the Fit NP. I am a nurse practitioner by education. Thank the Lord that He allowed me to have that education and get through school. It was the most horrible experience because it was so hard for me, but He allowed me to do it, and now I have a lot of flexibility at home. But I'm missing out a lot of my kids, and healthcare has changed so much. So I'm making a transition to full-time health and wellness coach at home. So like me doing this scope with you guys is part of what I get to do as a business, and it's amazing. Like I love this stuff. So because I get to help you and encourage you through things that I'm learning. So first, want to tell you that I am no expert on any level on any of this. I'm just a real person. I'm sitting here in my closet where my little office is and just sharing my heart. So I hope that you're able to get something out of this. So if you want to connect with me, thefitnp.com is where you'll find out a little bit about me. You'll find out about my online boot camps. Also, Chanel T, the Fit NP on Facebook. I'm there every day, and I'm giving you guys some value, giving you workouts, giving you tips and encouragement. And if I happen to be fancy in the kitchen, then I'll give you some recipes. But I do have recipes on thefitnp.com. Actually, a lot of them on there, so you can always go there. But mainly, I'm a friend too, so I love to connect. So let's get back to our scope. So, owning your journey. So what does that mean? Well, this can be applicable to really anything in your life, but if you have a pen, a little scratch piece of paper, get it out, because I'm going to go through a couple of tips that I think are very helpful and what kind of helped me get out of my funk whenever I really needed to move forward, specifically with my health and wellness journey. Before kids, I was actually looking at some old pictures, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to show you for whoever is on. So this is me before I even had kids. And this is my husband and I got to post these online. So this is us. And we actually talked about this too this morning at our little boot camp, because somebody saw a picture of my husband who's like, wow, things have changed. So yeah. So anyways, I struggled. I've always been an athlete, and I've struggled though with body image significantly. And there was a time there where I was in the start of grad school, driving and going all kinds of places. And my weight definitely climbed up the ladder. And of course, my body image issues got worse. And so I am much more healthy. I have more confidence, and I'm much more happy in my own skin today than I ever was back then. But it's a journey. It's a lifelong journey. So this body image journey, illness that I have, it'll be a forever thing. And so I know that God put this role for me to help encourage others and to coach others as a tool to help mend my heart and to help me continue to grow and stay accountable, so that I don't get into deep, dark depression over ridiculous things with my body. So the thing is that you have complete control over this. So these are a few things that I feel like may help you. Actually, I know that will help you if you can really start understanding them. So it's going to help you go ahead and put on those big girl panties, and let's put on that crown. We got to own this journey. Own this journey. That's right, Izzy. No excuses. Okay. So my first question to you, write this down, is if you're at the beginning, you're at the middle, wherever you're on your journey, have you prayed about it? Write that down. Have you prayed about your journey? Because this journey matters to God just like every other journey, like your marriage struggles, your school struggles, whatever else is going on in your life, your health matters to God just as much as everything else. And you have to own that and realize that if we have to pray for God to help us pass a test, or if we have to pray to God to help us with our marriage or help us raise our children, we have to pray that He will help us get up and make the right decisions every day with our health too. So, are you praying about it? Number 2, who holds you accountable? Who's holding you accountable to your journey? Is it individuals, like a coach like myself? Is it a group of people online in a private group? Is it group classes, boot camps, or gym classes? Who is holding you accountable to meet your goals? I think this is the second most important thing of owning your journey, is that you need to be seeking out help from others if you're going to continue to be successful. When you start trying to do everything on your own and figuring it out, using Pinterest, using this, using that, like, that's great. And I've got lots of resources that I give you. Lots of people are in my accountability groups and purchase DVDs and they have all they need. But when you are not actually putting yourself in a position where you have to have the accountability with other people, then you're probably not going to be as successful, or it may take you longer, or whatever this situation may be. So you have to own that accountability. Own it. Same thing with praying every day. You've got to own the fact that you need help, so that you need to ask God for help. The second thing with the accountability, you need to show up. You need to do what you're supposed to do and uphold your own responsibility to that accountability. So own your responsibility to your accountability. So if you signed up and you said, yes, I'm going to go, wherever that is, the gym, your online groups, your boot camp, you go. You show up and you work your butt off and you do your part. So that's really, really important. Number 3, when is the most optimal time for you to get your workout in every day? This is a matter of looking at your entire schedule for the week and determining when is the best time. And the reason I'm asking this is because if you don't have it planned out, yes, morning, Izzy, that's generally when mine is too. If you don't have it planned out and you know ahead of time when the most optimal time is, when you have space, and you only need 30 minutes, guys. Really, you only need 30 minutes. Some programs that I do, or like my boot camp, we do 45 because we end up talking a lot. And so you really only need a short amount of time to get the work in that needs to happen. So when is the best time? I know, Izzy, I wish you could come too on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but that's okay, because that's why I have my online accountability groups, and that's what I try to tell everybody. If you want to spend time with me, get connected with me online, because we're gonna stay connected there. I'm gonna know what you're doing. I'm your accountability. You're my accountability, and it works just as well if we own it. So that's the key. It's owning your responsibility. So Izzy, you have done amazing in our groups because you're owning it. You're showing up every day. You're asking for help. You're talking with me privately on, how to optimize the best possible solution to what your crazy schedules and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm talking about, owning your part in the whole thing. So optimal time. So you got to have that written down. And then in my online accountability groups, either it's my Shift to Fit boot camp, or it's my other accountability, my private groups online, where there's more of a community. I give you a video that shows you how to actually make and plan for your whole week, where you're writing out your food on a calendar, you're writing out your workout, what you're going to do, like you have an exact plan. So I know Izzy went through this, trying to figure out what meals she's supposed to eat and and she's following a workout calendar, and so you know what you're going to do every day, no questions. There's no room for error because you already know what you're going to do. Okay, so then number 4. We're on number 4. This leads me into the what is your weekly plan. So not only do you have to figure out what time of the day you're going to work out, but you also have to have your plan. You have to have your nutrition planned out. So if we waited every single day to figure out what we're going to eat, number 1, we're not going to cook every day. I don't I mean, there are few mothers out there who do cook every day, and my hat is off to you, because that's pretty amazing. But I honestly cannot put myself through the stress. I work a lot of evenings, not going to happen in my house. So we plan ahead of time. I cook for several days in a row. I use little things for the whole week that we can eat on, and that's a whole nother Periscope in itself on how I do that. But there's so many ways to be prepared so that you are successful with your nutrition and with your exercise. So make sure you're actually writing out a plan for the week. In the beginning of your journey, it's going to feel very overwhelming, and you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, like I know a lot of people throw in the towel right from the beginning because they don't realize the value of that planning ahead. But I can promise you that is key to my success on my wellness journey, to all these people that I'm helping, hundreds of people, thousands of people, because if they own it and they're prepared, they are 100% going to be successful. Yay, yes, amen. Okay, so let's recap. Have you prayed about it? Who is holding you accountable? When is the most optimal time for you to get your exercise in? And what is your planning method? Have you planned out your weeks? If you are doing all of those things, I can guarantee you that you will blow your mind on the results that you can get in your mind, a mind transformation and a body transformation. Guys, I have been there. Do you see the pictures that I showed you? Here's another one, like me and my friend. I mean, I have been there. I have cried and been like, God, I can't do this. I can't do this. But then I connect myself with people, surround myself with people like you and my accountability groups, and I show up every day. I pray. I'm like, I'm going to make bad choices if I don't have your help. I need you to I literally ask him sometimes to don't let me see unhealthy food because I'm in a bad place that day and I will eat it. So help me to not do it. Or my husband goes to the grocery store for me. Otherwise, I would buy crap that I don't need in the house. So that's another tip for you. Have someone else go grocery shopping for you. It eliminates all that craziness. And if your husband is resistant to that, then you pretty much tell him that you need his help to support you on a journey, and this is what you need from him. You tell him. All right, so those are your 4 tips on how to own your journey. I also wanted to show you really quick, for those of you who are on the replay, is this book. Let's see, let me find it. I'm sorry. Okay, it's called Own Your Life by Sally Clarkson. It is one amazing book. Partially why I start my day with crying every day, because she walks you through literally chapters about owning different parts of your life. So let me see if I can find that's a whole side note in itself, because it is relevant, because clearly part of my title is Owning Your Journey. Gosh, anyway, so I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Highly recommend that book because it walks you through some things. It actually some biblical truths, and it has some prayers at the end, which I use all the time. And so I recommend the book. So anyways, I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much, Izzy, for being here. Please, for those of you on the replay, please share my scope. Please connect with me, thefitmp.com, and Chanel T, the FitMP on Facebook. And I will probably not get my fitness scope in later today. I'm going to upload another video, so don't worry. There'll be something up there for you on my Facebook page, and also on Instagram, the FitMP. But I probably won't do it live, just because of the nature of how things work out on these days. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.